Groovers, give a massive round of applause and a welcome to TEMI Team! Thank you again!
Beautiful, thank you. Hi guys. Hi everyone, I'm TEMI T. Thank you for coming out and for a warm welcome. I've got a mix for you today. As Ted said, I've been here 3 times and I just hope you're not getting tired of me. But I've been looking forward to this day. So I'm going to be here for what's going to feel like a fleeting moment. But I have a few pieces for you today. The first one I'm going to do is called Mondays Used to Be My Favourite. I'm going to say Pink Love. Yeah. I feel like, my favourite colour is pink. So we'll try that. I wrote this one. Why Mondays are my favourite? Let me give a background. So I was reminiscing about when I was in uni. And it didn't matter what day it was because I wasn't working full time. And I was in a relationship at the time and I'd see him every Monday. So, yeah, Mondays used to be my favourite. Cute, yeah. I only started living part-time. I don't mean the rest of the time I'm dead. It's just every time I leave the front door, I want to go back to my bed. I want to leave people on red. I want to hear thoughts unsaid. I want to be somewhere else instead. And sometimes I just want some... Mondays used to be my favorite. It meant I'd see you tomorrow. Those are the times I clocked out to live that part-time life. Now, no days are my favorite. They all just merge. I don't savor it. There's no more time to left to make up for not living. I feel like 2016 was the best. I didn't need to think of the future. I was constantly wearing glasses, not just rose-tinted, more fuchsia. And in the future, if I still had time, if I could rewind, I'd be there more when you needed. I'd pick up every call I missed. I'd listen more when you pleaded. I'd stay another night or maybe 2. Scratch that. I'll just live with you. Cause time flies when you have some, but now we don't have it anymore. So now when I live, I want to lose track of time. So when I go off the grid, don't worry, I'm fine. That's just some more time gone. Oh, and how Mondays used to be my favorite. It meant I'd see you tomorrow. I feel like 2016 was the best. I didn't need to think of the future. I was constantly wearing glasses, not just rose-tinted, more fuchsia. And in the future, if I still had time, if I could rewind, I'd keep Mondays to myself. I wouldn't see you tomorrow. It's dawned on me that past a certain time, you can't return to a time, to an emotion. Back when I came home on my sister's birthday, that was the last summer before I really left. Before I left the nest, before I became a guest in my own city. But I thought maybe it's not me. Maybe I'm not losing touch because I'm squeezing my fist to hold on, but maybe I should loosen up. Maybe it's not me. Maybe it was always going this way. Because even the people I left, if I stayed, it would still be the same because they became what they became. And it's not even to place blame. It's just lost time and things change. Like one day you go from notes to loose change, or you go from being best friends to being estranged, and they don't come so much anymore. It's no longer the same the more I go. Now, on Mondays, I talk to Heather. 50 minutes every Monday to unpack the suitcases in my mind. They've been closed since the first holiday and I've had about 25, but sometimes even I find that the therapist doesn't get it. In 50 minutes, I'm trying to explain my spectrum and my limits that don't fit into 50 minutes, let alone a Monday. Just like my spirituality doesn't fit in church on a Sunday. And so much has changed since that Monday in 2016 or that Monday when I was 15. That's why sometimes I wish I could return to back to when Mondays were my favorite. Thank you. Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much. Feeling a bit warmed up. Lovely. Saxophone is my favourite instrument, by the way, so go crazy on this next one. This next one you too, not surprised. This next one I'm doing is called A Conversation with My Sister. And the vibes I want for this is like I'm sitting under like the starlights, like twinkly, kind of, yeah, let's go with that. So for some people who may know, I have a younger sister who is the spitting image of me. She literally stole my face. And just looking at her, it made me kind of put things into perspective about how, you know, they always say, what would you say to your younger self, and what I'd say to her. So that's where this one came from, so I hope you enjoy. We are the future of our past selves. I know it sounds simple, but hear me out. Something recently made me put things into perspective. See, I've got a sister. She's more like a daughter, 13 years apart. You'd think she's my twin if you saw her. I asked her, can we go on a walk? I didn't really want to walk, I just want to talk, because there's things on my mind that I'm not willing to chalk down or up or charge to the game. I asked her how she feels. And it was the usual spiel, like, Natasha's not talking to me anymore because I didn't wear the outfit we planned for non-uniform day. So I asked her how she really feels. How it feels being raised by TikTok and endless reels, and she says she's not knowing any different, it's just some more time to kill. I wasn't getting deep enough, so I thought maybe let me say how I feel. Would I tell her that maybe I've been thinking a lot, drinking a lot, smoking a lot, I'm talking chains. See, I feel like I'm reliving my past through you, and so badly I want the past to change. And I know it's not my job to change the world, but I do that job for minimum wage. It's kind of scary, I said. You look so much like me, you're basically the younger me. And they always say, what would you say to your younger self? And weirdly, it's like she's staring right at me, big eyes and all. Maybe I'd tell her, don't doubt what inspires you. Don't get down and feel guilty for your sins, because I get inspired by the craziest people and the craziest things. And being on stage more than men notice you, but at least the laziest flings. And why am I telling a 12-year-old these things? She's only 12. But even when I was 12, I already had to defend myself, and I wasn't there to tell me. Stop trying to love everyone with a broken heart. Stop trying to write the whole script and just play your part. Because there's plenty of time to love, but less time to heal and restart and recharge. Because my battery died and I've been dealing with scars that I know you as a woman are gonna have to deal with too. Still, I try and save you. Because in a way, I feel like that will save me. But then am I acting out of love selfishly? Do I become Clifton, and does your life become the Truman Show? Even if my intentions are good, even if you never know. See, we all want to go back in time and save our younger selves, but they got through what they got through and became you, so it seems like someone else needs a saving too. And what I say to my current self and to you is love yourself more than anyone else loves you. If that means leaving, eating, sleeping, anything you need to do to get it through. Love yourself so much that you do whatever the fuck it is you want to do. And that was a conversation with my sister. So much. All right, we got two more. So this next one is called The Outsider's Insight. And there's another one attached to it called Things, but I kind of made them one poem. The Outsider's Insight was inspired by my friend over there at Trico. We were talking about how things appear from different perspectives, like how I'm seeing myself is completely different to how you're seeing me, and just kind of the insecurity and feeling like everyone's staring at you and worrying about how I come across from the outsider's insight. So that's where that came from. Should I just start and then you come in? Yeah, let's go with that. The outsider's insight. that I let make me, this sleeve on the outside, an introvert's nightmare, just being so seen. In every room I step in, I feel like the elephant in the room. And who's the elephant? It's me. Even when I'm alone, I'm stuck between being the main character and an introvert. Being the introvert and the main character, between being part of the furniture and a TED talk or a speech. But I'm tired of faking and playing around with the extroverts, extra words, when I'd rather stay quiet and observe. Just observe what you're seeing, that being the outsider's insight, that didn't see that part of me that nearly lost it. A beautiful page with bank covers on the inside, the outsider's insight was the making of me. What the outsider's insight didn't see was really the making of me. Because it gets to a point where you try and hide your pain. But a new coat of paint doesn't take away the stain. I've learned you've got to schedule mistakes into your 5-year plan. Because a lot came at me over a 5-year span, and I'm a lot of things at once, and as I stand, I'm a woman. I'm intelligent, I'm smart, I'm emotional, I'm healing, I am angry, I am frustrated, I am everything that makes me me. But what's earth without fire and wind? And what's a war when it's worth the win? And what's what happened yesterday when there's always more things? And I know you've been going through things. And I've just been growing through things. And every time I'd see you, we just lived, we didn't even need to do things. But now I'm doing some new things. And you're still doing those two things. It's either hot or cold, black or white, but you ignore the true things. And now I don't drink like I used to. And now I don't think like I used to, so now we don't think like I used to. I'm no longer the me that you're used to. Is that what confused you? You change if your heart had been misused too. Put your mind on airplane mode and take a mental cruise too, all to tighten the loose screws. And it's true, I can be two things at once, because right now I'm a woman and I'm black. I'm healing, I am passionate. I'm everything that makes me me. I'm an introverted, extroverted from the insider's insight. Not a moron, just an oxymoron, because there's two sides of me to fall on. And are you tending to your garden? Are your leaves still growing? Do you give yourself a pardon for mistakes you should be knowing? And what's your heart without this love in it? And what's my heart without this art in it? And what's me learning how to heal without acknowledging my part in it? And what's fire without earth and wind? And what's a war when it's worth the win? That was the outsider's insight. Thank you. So this final one I'm doing is a personal favourite and a favourite of many other people. We'll lighten the mood a bit with this one. So this is a poem. This is called a poem that isn't about love. And most of my adult formative years, I was in a relationship, so all I'd write about is love. It's just consumed all my writing, and then it got to a point where I'd been single for so long and not in love, and I was kind of like, what do I write about now? And the poem that isn't about love came out of it. What should we try? Should we try like something like funk, but not too fast? Yeah, some funk. Thank you. I'm enjoying it so much. Well, I'm supposed to start. All right. So for so long I wanted to write about love, but I couldn't write about love because I couldn't identify that with that feeling. Like, it's almost like if love was a glove, then my hands were too big and the shops didn't have my size. So I had to compromise or wait for some sort of surprise, because it wasn't wise to squeeze into the wrong fit or apply a temporary permit, like love without trust. Or maybe I mean lust. Or allowing the body to become adjusted to something less robust and still be nonplussed at the dissatisfaction. Then enter a cycle of lows and highs and gripping of thighs, you know, something disguised as love. See, now I'm really good at goodbyes. I got used to the temporary. There was never any need to treasure that, cause something new always comes around like January. Only the value varies by something small, like the discontinued line that was replaced by something so similar. Like a circle, not a cylinder. Like a simplex explained in a complex, like sending an iMessage, not a text, like placing the song in the queue and not pressing play next, like he was just a fling, he's not my ex, like, do you get it? Yeah. See, I was neither here nor there. I was just making my way, now I'm here. I was just riding the waves, but they felt bare, like those weren't waves, and that wasn't the sea. It was the current in a murky river. Forgive her, forgive them, and I'll forgive the men that didn't realize that me looking in your eyes for more than 3 seconds means ask for my fucking number. But maybe I just want that old time shit, like my dad writing a letter to my grandpa saying he saw my mum as a wife before she was one. Like, not always searching for someone better because you've already found the best one. And I did have a temporary partner. He wasn't all that bad though, I should have said that as a starter. Because there were days he gave me such good head, I felt like I was getting smarter. You ever had head that good? But maybe I should go back in time and teach you how to really love me. I'll tell you to keep your eyes closed and your heart open, not the other way around. I wonder if you regret it. I left my picture but I didn't forget it. And you made me question what's a best friend, because even in the word friendship there's an end. And our love felt easy like Sunday morning. But then it started to feel like Sunday evening, dreading the next morning, the next fight, the next breakup. This poem isn't about love, I swear. See, I was neither here nor there, I was just riding the waves, but they felt bare, like that wasn't the sea, and those weren't waves, it was the current in a murky river. Forgive her, forgive them, and I'll forgive the men that didn't realize the touch of a woman is like a feather tickling your back. But maybe that's why you didn't treasure it, because when you pluck it there's more feathers, and when the feathers are gone there's even more birds. There's always more birds, right? So maybe I should go back in time and teach you how to really love me. I'll tell you to keep your eyes closed and your heart open, not the other way around. And when you pluck those feathers, maybe because there's always more feathers, you don't treasure it, and that's why you're always coming back around for more feathers and more feathers and more feathers and more feathers and more feathers. There's always more feathers. That's the rebound cycle when you keep going back to an ex and they keep plucking feathers till you've got none left, and then you become the bull chicken. Don't go back to your ex. See, I was neither here nor there. I was just riding the waves, but they felt bare, like those weren't waves, and that was in the sea. It was the current in the murky river. Forgive her, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing. And if there's anything that you remember today, it's that this poem was not about love. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. I'm done.